Hi there. Welcome to Learn English Every Day.
Here, you'll hear slow, clear English to help you learn with ease.
Let's begin.
The human voice, it's the instrument we all play, and it's probably the most powerful sound in the world.
For sure. I mean, it's the only sound that can start a war or say, I love you.
Right. And yet, so many of us have this nagging feeling. You're speaking, the words are coming out, but nobody is really listening.
It is a terrible feeling. And, if you're working on your English, that feeling can be like 10 times worse. You start to wonder, is it my grammar? Is it my vocab?
But so often, it's not what you're saying.
No. It's how you're saying it.
And that's really the core of today's deep dive. We're looking at the work of a sound consultant named Julian Treasure. And he argues that speaking is a physical skill. It's not just mental.
Yeah, we spend all this time in school learning words, learning grammar, but nobody actually teaches us how to use the instrument itself.
Exactly. So today we're going to explore what Julian calls the 7 deadly sins of speaking. These are the habits that make people subconsciously just tune you out.
And then we're going to open up what he calls the toolbox. So these are the specific physical things you can do with your voice to sound more powerful, warmer, more authoritative.
And definitely stick around because at the end, we're literally going to do a gym workout for your mouth. It sounds a bit funny, but trust me, it works.
Okay, so let's jump in. Julian starts by saying we need to sort of declutter our communication habits.
Right. He identifies 7 things we do that just push listeners away.
Think of them as barriers. If you're doing these things, the listener has to work extra hard just to hear you.
And the first one is, I think we're all a bit guilty of this one, gossip.
Oh, definitely. Speaking badly about people who aren't there.
And let's be honest, why do we do it? It feels kind of good, doesn't it? It's like we're bonding with the person we're talking to.
It feels like bonding, yeah, but he calls it a counterfeit currency.
Yeah.
You're trying to buy a connection by selling out someone else's reputation. But here's the trap he points out. If someone gossips to you, they will almost certainly gossip about you like 5 minutes later.
Wow. Yeah, that's a chilling thought. So when I'm listening to a gossiper, I'm not really listening to the story. I'm just wondering when it's going to be my turn.
Exactly. It just destroys trust.
Yeah.
And without trust, you can't have real listening. And that usually leads right into the second sin, which is judging.
This just creates such a hostile environment. I mean, it is so hard to listen to someone if you know you're being judged.
For sure. Imagine you're in a meeting trying to speak English, and you feel like the other person is just mentally correcting your grammar or, judging your accent.
You just shut down.
You shut down, you stop taking risks.
Yeah.
And the same thing happens when we judge others. They hear that arrogance in your tone, and they just disconnect.
It's like putting up a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third sin is one I think I struggle with, especially on Mondays. Negativity.
Negativity is fascinating because it's physically draining to listen to. Julian tells this story about his mother in her later years.
Oh, yeah.
He'd say something totally neutral like, "It's October 1st today." She would reply, "I know, isn't it dreadful?"
Isn't it dreadful? Wow. That is such a hard energy to be around.
It is. And when that becomes a habit, it turns into the fourth sin, complaining. Julian calls this the national art of the UK, complaining about the weather, the sports.
But wait, isn't venting sometimes healthy? Getting it off your chest?
Well, there's a difference. He calls complaining viral misery.
Viral misery. I like that.
Yeah. It doesn't look for a solution. It just spreads darkness. You're basically dumping a heavy load onto the listener and asking them to carry your unhappiness for you.
And most people will just tune that out. It's a self-preservation thing.
Exactly. And that misery can often lead to sin number 5, which is an absolute leadership killer. Excuses.
The blame thrower.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that term, the blame thrower. The person who's always saying, it's not my fault, the traffic was bad, my computer crashed.
They just pass responsibility to everyone and everything else. But why does that make us stop listening?
Well, it's because we're sort of wired to listen to leaders,
Yeah.
right? To people who have agency. Someone who makes excuses is basically signaling, I have no control.
And if you have no control, why should I listen to you? I can't trust you to get anything done.
That's the brutal truth of it. To have authority, you have to kill the excuses.
Okay, so sin number 6. This one kind of demeans the language itself, exaggeration, or as he calls it, embroidery.
This is when we use these huge words for small things like, this sandwich is awesome.
Right. Or that movie was a tragedy.
You're just robbing those words of their real power. If the sandwich is awesome, what word do you have left for the Grand Canyon?
You've got nowhere to go.
Exactly. But the deeper problem is that it's a form of lying. If I say, I've told you 1,000,000 times, you know that's not true. So you start to label me as unreliable.
And that leads right into the final sin, number 7. This is a big one. Dogmatism.
Yeah, dogmatism. It's the confusion of facts with opinions. It's when someone just bombards you with their opinions as if they were absolute truth.
This is the only way to do it. Or that idea is just stupid.
Right. There's no conversation there. It's a lecture.
Yeah.
You either have to agree or you're wrong. It just pushes the listener into a corner, and nobody listens well from a corner.
So that's the list. Let's recap. We have gossip, judging, negativity, complaining, excuses, exaggeration, and dogmatism.
And just stopping those things gets you halfway there. But you have to replace them with something positive.
And this is where Julian gives us this really beautiful framework, the 4 cornerstones of powerful speech. H-A-I-L.
H-A-I-L. And he doesn't mean the frozen rain.
No.
He means the verb to hail, like to greet enthusiastically, hailing a cab, hailing a friend. It's about receiving people with warmth.
Okay, so what does the H stand for?
Honesty, and not just not lying. It means being clear and straight, saying what you actually mean directly.
And A is for authenticity.
Being yourself, standing in your own truth. You know, this is so critical for anyone listening who's learning English. We often try to put on a mask. We try to sound smarter or more formal than we really are.
We try to sound like a textbook.
Yes. And people can hear that it's fake. Authenticity is just accepting your level, your accent, and speaking as you. It's incredibly attractive.
Okay, so then I is integrity.
Being your word. Doing what you say you'll do. If you have that reputation, people listen to you because your words have actual weight in the real world.
And the last one, L, is love. Now, hang on. This feels a bit soft. Maybe for a business meeting.
This is the most misunderstood one.
Yeah.
It's not romantic love. It's benevolence. It means wishing people well. And here's why it's so important for the whole framework. What do you get if you have honesty without love?
Brutality. You look awful today. That's honest, but it's just mean.
Exactly. Honesty without love is cruelty. Love is what tempers it, what makes it helpful. And there's a neat psychological trick here, too. You can't wish someone well and judge them at the same time.
Oh, I like that. They're opposite states. You can't do both at once.
Correct. So HAIL is your checklist. Before a meeting, ask yourself, am I being honest, authentic? Do I have integrity? And am I wishing this person well? If you can check those boxes, you're ready to speak.
Okay, so that's the mindset. Now let's get into the physics of it. This is the part I find so useful because it's tangible, Julian's toolbox.
Right. Most of us think our voice is just fixed. Oh, I have a squeaky voice.
Yeah.
but it's an instrument. You can learn to play it. And the first tool is register.
Which is where the sound is coming from in your body.
Yeah, from the throat or from the chest. If you want weight and authority, you need to speak from the chest.
Why is that, though? Is it just a bias we have towards lower voices?
It's partly evolutionary, yeah. We associate depth with size and power. It's why we tend to vote for politicians with deeper voices. Margaret Thatcher actually took voice lessons to lower her pitch.
So if you're listening, try this. Put your hand on your chest and speak. If you feel that vibration, you're there. If not, just try to relax and drop it down.
Don't force it, though. It should feel relaxed. The next tool is Kimbra. This is the texture of the voice. He describes the ideal voice as rich, smooth, and warm.
The hot chocolate metaphor.
Yes. We love voices that sound like hot chocolate. It's trainable, too. A lot of it is just posture and breathing. Stand tall, breathe from your diaphragm, and your timbre will naturally smooth out.
Okay, next up is prosody. It sounds like a fancy word, but what does it actually mean?
Prosody is the melody of speech, the sing-song quality. It's the rhythm, the stress, the intonation. It's how we create meaning beyond the words themselves.
And the enemy of good prosody is?
Monotone. Monotone. One single note. If I speak like this for a long time, your brain will shut down. It's designed to detect change. No change, no attention.
But there's a trap here too, right? Something called repetitive prosody.
Yes, very common. It's often called upspeak. It's where you end every sentence as if it's a question, even if you're stating a fact. And it just sounds like you're not sure of anything.
Oh, that drives me crazy. It completely undermines your authority.
Instantly. It's basically saying, please validate me. So you have to end your statements with a downward inflection if you want people to believe you.
Got it. Down for statements, up for questions. Next tool, pace.
Speed. A lot of English learners speak too fast when they're nervous. But speed is a tool. You can go fast to show excitement, or you can slow right down.
To signal that what you're saying is important.
Precisely. And the ultimate way to slow down is the next tool. Silence.
This is the scariest one for so many people.
We are terrified of it.
Yeah.
We fill it with, filler words.
But Julian argues silence is actually a power move.
Oh, it is. It commands attention. If you're talking and then suddenly you stop.
Everyone looks at you.
Right. It draws them in. And it gives their brain a second to actually process what you just said, to swallow the information.
To swallow the information. That's a great image. Okay, then we have pitch. How is that different from register?
Register is the location, chest, or head. Pitch is the note, high or low. And you can use pitch to totally change the meaning of a sentence.
Give us an example.
Okay, take, where did you leave my keys? If I put the high pitch on you, where did you leave my keys?
Right.
It sounds like an accusation.
It's your fault.
Right. If I put on keys, where did you leave my keys? It implies I found everything else.
No, where did you leave my keys?
Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah.
Same words, totally different meaning, all dictated by pitch.
And the final tool is volume.
Simple, but crucial. You can be loud for energy, or you can whisper to make people lean in. But he warns against something called sodcasting.
Sodcasting, that's a very British term.
It is. It means imposing your sound on everyone around you, like someone blasting music on a bus. Speaking should be a gift to the listener, not an imposition.
So that's the whole toolbox. Register, Cambrai, prosody, pace, silence, pitch, and volume. But you can't just know this stuff. You have to practice.
Exactly. The engine works best when it's warmed up. You wouldn't run a marathon without stretching. So why do we expect our mouths to perform without a warm-up?
So we're going to do the warm-up exercises right now. I want you, the listener, to do this with us. Unless you're on a crowded train, maybe just visualize it.
Okay, let's do it. First, posture and breath. Arms up, big breath in.
Yeah.
And sigh it out.
Ah, you can really feel the tension release.
Now wake up the lips. We'll make a sharp ba sound. Ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
Throw the sound. Ba. Ba. Now the motorboat. Breathe in and let your lips vibrate.
Brrr. My whole face is buzzing.
It relaxes everything. Now the tongue. An exaggerated la. La, 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 la.
La, la, la.
And now roll your R's. He calls this champagne for the tongue.
It really is.
Yeah.
And finally, the siren. Connect your high and low pitch. Start high on we and slide down to oh, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. That connects the chest and head voice.
I have to say, even just doing that for 30 seconds, my voice feels looser. It feels more ready.
It really works.
Yeah.
Do that before a big meeting and you will speak with so much more clarity.
So let's bring it all together. We're getting rid of the 7 deadly sins. The gossip, the excuses.
We're building on that foundation of HAIL, honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love.
And we are consciously playing the instrument, lowering our register for authority, using silence for confidence, varying our pace to keep things interesting.
Julian ends with this really big, powerful idea. He asks us to imagine a world where we all speak powerfully and listen consciously, where understanding is the norm.
And for everyone listening, that's the ultimate goal of learning English, isn't it? It's not about a test. It's about being understood. It's about connection.
Yeah, every time you speak, you're changing the atmosphere around you. You're designing your environment with sound.
And that's really the challenge for you. When you speak today, are you creating noise? Are you spreading that viral misery?
Or are you creating understanding?
Find that hot chocolate voice, use it with love, and speak so that people really, truly want to listen.
Go make some good noise.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you in the next one.